What's up, guys? It's Jam1 from Jam1TCG coming at you guys with another totally awesome video, and today it is about that time.
It's time for Yu-Gi-Oh rants. Is it okay? Is it kind of excusable? Or just plain annoying?
That's right, guys. Welcome to the series where Jam rants about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's right, it can be about the community, the anime, the game, the locals, whatever I'm feeling frustrated about at the time. I'm frustrated just thinking about it. Let's get started. Today's rant is gonna be about, that's right guys, those people that do not use their side deck. But before we get started, make sure you hop on the subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any totally awesome uploads. Yeah. And also, did you know that if you go to the description box below, there are some totally awesome things and content for you to consume? Alright guys, so our side deck exists for a reason. Our side deck are those 15 cards that we use between games 2 and 3 in our match, best 2 out of 3, to get the upper hand on our opponent and basically make the duel go easier. There are some people that do not utilize their side deck in any kind of way, and it's different. I understand if you're a casual player and you think that it's not necessary, but if you're in a tournament and you're playing competitively and you do not use your side deck, what is wrong? Why? I used to be one of those people that would think that, like, oh, like, you know, out of pride, where you're just like, if my deck can't win, like, by itself, without any help of a side deck, then I don't need to be using a side deck, because using a side deck is stupid. That's stupid, because the reality is, it's actually a part of the game. You need to be using your side deck to help yourselves. It's a reason why. It actually shows more skill that you took the time to calculate the meta or your opponent's like habits if you're a casual player and you know that your opponent is always summoning blue eyes or something, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna play Dragon Capture Jar. Something smart, because you're like, I am going to counter what they're doing because I can. It's part of the game. It's allowed. You should be able to use it. I can understand if you're playtesting, like, that's a different, because if you're playtesting and you're just like, okay, I want to see in game 1, can I beat your deck without me siding, like, or hey, we're in game 2, but I want you to not side, or like, I'm gonna not side so I can test and see what my deck can do when people side, like, what is my actual weakness, is your side deck good enough to beat my deck? That's different, because that's more of a testing, like, atmosphere. But when you're just like purposely, like, I don't want to use my side deck, that is a problem, and it's going to cost you so many matches that you could actually win. Use your side deck. Then you got those cocky people that are just like, ha ha ha, your deck is so pathetic, Yugi, that I don't need to use my side deck at all, because like I just know all your plays inside and out, and like I'm a champion or I'm a pro player or whatever, and like your deck is so useless that like it doesn't matter. You should still use your side deck, because chances are there's at least 1 or 2 cards in your deck, even if you're facing a rogue matchup or a matchup that you're just like, whoa, this is an easy matchup. You can still use your side deck because it's legal to do so, and you should take advantage of all your resources and just go ahead and use it. Like, even if it's like, wow, I'm beating them already without it, well, using your side deck means that, like, okay, I have better access to using these cards to actually stop them and do things for them. And then you got those other players that are just, like, lazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I hate siding as much as the next guy. It's time consuming. You gotta, like, try to make sure your opponent isn't, like, reading how many things you're siding, and you're, like, trying to, like, make sure your sleeves match and all this other stuff, and you're, like, switching between, and you gotta shuffle it good so, like, you don't draw out all of the cards in your side deck, because, like, yeah, drawing it is good, but, like, if everything is stacked together and you're just like, you just shuffle it and you like her and your opponent presents it and you cut your deck, and then you're basically just like, wow, I just drew like 5 cards from my side deck and this wasn't shuffled well enough. It's so much of a hassle. Yes, I agree, but don't be lazy. Don't, because it's like so much of a hassle to do in siding, and it takes time, and you gotta pick and think of the cards you want and all of that stuff. Don't be that guy that's just like, I'm just gonna be like lazy and I'm not gonna put in my evenly matches or my twin twisters or anything just because I'm just like, I don't feel like siding. I got a decent matchup. But what if they sided in their card and then they're just like, you're playing Sky Striker, and then just like anti-spell fragrance mixed with Imperial Order or something. And oh wow, well, if I would have put in my Twin Twisters and MSTs or evenly matches, maybe I would have had an option to out it, but nope, because I was lazy, I didn't do it, and now I just cost myself the duel. Like, don't be that guy. Moral of the story, guys, use your side deck. Your side deck is there to help you win the duel, help you get the little edge on your opponent, help you think. It makes the game more strategic because you're like, okay, I picked this card so I can put in my deck so I can help synergize with my deck, or you know, make it so that they can play the game more effectively. So use your side deck. It's part of the rules for a reason. Don't be lazy, cocky, or think that it's not necessary, because it's very necessary. And even if you don't need it, you should definitely try to use your side deck because it will benefit you long term. Rant with me below. Do you know people that are like this, that are just like, I don't need the side, like, it doesn't matter, or like, oh, they're not good enough for me to side, or like, oh, I don't want to side because of those reasons that I mentioned before. Like, do you know anybody that's like this? Because I want to know. And are there times where you like, hey, I should have sided this, but like, nope, I was like what I just mentioned, and I decided not to side deck, and it cost me the duel? Like, let us know below. Rant with me below. Hey, you. Don't forget to subscribe, because it'd be totally awesome if you did, because you guys, by subscribing, sharing, and following me on social media, you help continue to create this totally awesome content, and I love you for doing so. Make sure you guys check out the description box below as well, because there's all kinds of new projects that Jam1 is up to, and I would totally mean the world to me if you checked it out. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy life. More than awesome, he's totally awesome.